Am I the asshole for not selling my PS5 pre-order to another family and telling the mother to F off? Throwaway because children involved. I'm 27 male, am a widower with 2 amazing kids, 9 male and 6 female. My wife passed away 3 years ago from a drunk driver. My 9-year-old, who I'll call C, was in the car with her and survived. Before you ask, yes, he is in counseling and has been for the last 3 years. He's told me he remembers it and has nightmares a lot and still has trouble sleeping. C has been getting bullied at school from what he's told me. There's a certain kid, B, who has been tormenting him about not having a mum. I've spoken to school but they're not help at all and the parents of the child keep saying C is lying about their child to get sympathy. Now to where I may be an asshole. I managed to score a PS5 pre-order and got the first shipment. I love gaming when I can find the time and I told C because he was also excited to get one. This wasn't a Christmas present or anything. It's a new console for the family to use. Well, C went to school on Friday after I told him and apparently B was complaining in class that his parents couldn't get him one of the first shipments and now he has to wait until next year. C told him we got one and apparently was quite mean about how he said it, saying how he couldn't wait to play the new Spider-Man this year. From what I was told, it didn't sound too awful, not compared to the stuff B has said to C, but he did it in earshot of the teacher and she was very angry. I got a call from the school on Friday afternoon about it and B was very upset about it, crying in class. I talked to C that night. He told me he let his anger get the better of him. I get where he was coming from because I was bullied in school too and I remembered what it was like when I could finally throw something back in my bully's face, so I talked to him about how while I understood, it's not right and gave him a hug and told him it's all okay, thinking that would be the end of it. Today, I got a call from B's mother who was absolutely furious with me, demanding I sell them our pre-order of the PS5 to teach C a lesson. I told her that while C understands what he did was wrong, I would not be doing that punishment. I've had a few calls with this mother over her son's treatment of C and she is adamant her darling would never do anything of the sort. She starts going off on me and telling me how I'm setting an awful example for my son and my wife would be ashamed of me. I snapped, swore at her and hung up. She hasn't called me back and I don't intend to call her either. I was taking to my sister about it and she says that while the woman was out of line bring up my wife, I shouldn't have sworn at her. So am I the asshole? Edit. I didn't think about this. Both my children go to the private school my wife and I went to as kids. It has some sentimental value, however that's not worth my kids' happiness, so I have been trying to get them both into another school. It's just been difficult with COVID and whatnot. The school year ends in November. Not the asshole. She has zero right to tell you how or when to discipline your child. And brining up your wife, that manner is manipulative and gross. Not the asshole. What an awful family. If possible, I suggest you find another school for you, son. This sounds like cliché writing from a movie, and I don't necessarily believe it is a real post. If I'm wrong though, not the asshole. Not the asshole. But I think the bullying will get worse, so you might want to figure out a plan of course. Start threatening legal action. You have proof of her multiple calls. That's harassment and the school is neglecting to act on an act of harassment between kids in their responsibility. Not the asshole feels like B's mom is bullying you into getting her son a console and she had no place saying anything about your late wife. Sorry for your loss. Not the asshole. Other people don't get to decide how you parent your child. Not the asshole. Holy smokes, what an entitled family that is. The son has meltdowns because he can't get a PS5 on launch and the mother demands yours. Da fuck os wrong with them? Not the asshole, just your average chavvy horrible family. They deserve the worst, honestly. Putting pressure onto you and your children and playing victim. The school and family won't help, just wait until secondary school and try get your son into a different school than the other nitty kid. First of all, I'm really sorry for what happened to your wife. Second of all, as a bullied kid, you know those parents who see their kids as perfect and never capable of anything bad. You acted as you should have with C, not the asshole. Third of all, she was way out of her line. I think you can say your anger got the best of you as well. Also, we stand this king for being awesome father. I'm sure your wife would have been very proud of you for your parenting. Have a nice day, sir. Sending love. I just looked at this before I head to bed and wow, I can't believe how many comments there are. I'll look over them more in the morning, but thank you for everyone's comments. Not the asshole that family is so entitled, it's unbelievable. Honestly, the comment your kid made to the bully isn't even bad. I feel your kid was in the right. The school isn't doing anything, the entitled family isn't doing anything, and sounds like to me the teacher isn't doing anything. You obviously know you're not the asshole. NTA. Folks shouldn't bring up someone's grief in such a cruel way, and it's not your child's system, it's yours. She had no right to call you with that demand. No wonder her son is a bully. Not the asshole. I would have told her where to shove her punishment myself. Seriously. I mean, what the fuck are we even doing here anymore? Very obviously not the asshole. Not the asshole. Posts like these make me wonder if we should have a sub that asks, am I entitled or something? Can't believe people have the audacity to be this entitled in real life. Not the asshole. You should go off on the mom the same way your kid went off on her kid. Don't sell them shit. They can wait and get their own like everybody else. NTA. Enjoy your PS5. Since your kids go to a private school, I would go to the headmaster or head of administration and say your son does not feel safe in the school, so what are they going to do about it? The fact that you saying your son's safety feels threatened should be a big deal to the school. Just a thought, as the word bully doesn't always generate action even from private schools. Not the asshole, by the way. The mum's inconsiderate nature is probably rubbing off on her son. Not the asshole. Block her number and carefully document the behaviors your son reports to you from school. Not the asshole. I'd take pictures of your kid playing it when it comes in and send it to that mom. She's a horrible, manipulative woman. Not the asshole. What an incredibly entitled woman. Okay, maybe in an ideal world you wouldn't have sworn at her, but it sort of sounds like she had that coming. Most importantly, in no way, shape or form should you feel obligated to sell your pre-order to a kid who bullies yours because yours snapped at him back. You get that PS5 and play the hell out of it and love the hell out of your kid, as it's obvious you already are. You sound like a great dad. What did I just read? How can she expect you to just give them the pre-order because your kid talked about getting something before her kid? Maybe he was a bit rude about it, but even still. How dare she bring up your wife? Massive self-control, op. I might have paid her a visit for that comment, and I'm normally a very nonviolent person. But, damn. You're definitely not the asshole. You're a freaking saint for only swearing at her. Why the fuck would I sell you my pre-order to punish my son? It's my fucking PS5, not his. Not the asshole. No wonder their child is a bully. I pity the boy for having parents like them, assuming that everything will be handed to him on a plate. Not the asshole at all. Not the asshole. The apple didn't fall far from the tree. Not the asshole. That woman is a terrible person and you don't owe her anything. You were a lot more polite than I would have been. Not the asshole. I'd be asking Mrs. B if her son can sell her for $20 to make up for all the no-mum bullying and teach him a lesson. Not the asshole. You should call her back and apologize. Tell her you'll give her the pre-order and that you'll send an email with the details. Alpha mom won't resist bragging about the win and will tell her ripening shithead, immediately rising his expectations that will never be fulfilled because there is no way in hell you should actually turn over your pre-order. Quietly move kids to another school. Watch other families' disappointing holiday on social media. Then you are the asshole. Not the asshole. Though you could offer her a fair price for the pre-order though. PS5s are in serious short supply right now and they're going for a lot of money on eBay. Tell her you'll sell the PS5 pre-order for $1,000, what it's actually worth at the moment, and see how she responds. Not the asshole. She has a bully for a son and she is backing up his behavior. Definitely not the asshole. Her and her child are bullies. And as a fellow widower I would have cursed at her too if someone brought up my late husband like that. Not the asshole. B is lying and just making it up to get sympathy. I'm so fucking petty, I would set up a fucking family name PS5 Instagram account when it came in and post videos of the screen and everyone's laughter only. Not the asshole at all. It was crazy what happened with pre-orders. We were lucky to get one the second time Walmart did it. But that lady is crazy to expect that. Your son was sick of being bullied by that kid. Why hasn't the teacher done anything? I would keep going to the school, go to the principal or school board. And bring up the fact that the teacher won't do anything about your son being bullied about losing his mother, but she gets upset for him talking about how he got a pre-order. Not the asshole. Why have I seen this story so many times in my life? No one bats an eye when a kid is bullied and tormented relentlessly, but the second the bullied kid snaps back in any way, everyone loses their goddamned minds. Absolutely not the asshole. Bringing up your wife was a callous and manipulative move, and any swear you directed at her was deserved, on top of her denying that her precious whittleboy could ever bully your son. I'm sorry you even have to ask. Jesus Christ, not the asshole. Not the asshole so much that I kinda think your sister is an asshole for not immediately being on your side. If you were my brother I'd have cussed her out till I lost my voice. Not the asshole, you sound like an amazing parent, and B seems to be spoiled brat. Sad really. Not the asshole. For sure, I'd buy a fucking projector screen, set it up in my front lawn and play it with my son for everyone to see. That's why that kid's a bully, cause mommy will deal IWTH at all. Hell no, not the asshole. She had the audacity to call you and demand you sell or pre-order because her son is a sensitive bully. And then she even brought up her dead wife. Bruh. I can't see any possible situation where this would be you are the asshole. Honestly, I don't get how dumb the school can be if they can't see that B is bullying C even after you've called multiple times saying that he's been bullying C. They didn't even say they would keep a closer eye out, but the second C talks about him being able to play the PS5, B starts crying and C gets in trouble. IDK, but it could be a lawsuit. IDK, though I'm not a lawyer. Not the asshole, what an obnoxious pair this mother and her son are. Not the asshole should have told her, my son would never do something like that. Not the asshole. Cuss away, my friend. You're a good father, mate. NTA, I'm so tired of people saying yeah so and so did something wrong towards you but you swore so you are in the wrong. Those people can fuck right off. People need to learn that not all but a large majority of people on this planet need to be told to fuck right off. Being the bigger person can only do so much, and the alternative is giving those self-righteous, self-absorbed assholes a verbal ass-kicking is what they need. Lol, not the asshole. Also, taking the high road never leads anywhere. Not the asshole. If the mother cannot see the hypocritical attitude she has towards punishment, well, just call her a B and tell her to FO. Swearing is allowed in our world. Even encouraged when appropriate.